بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم كل وليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. So the discussion will be today because of the birthday of Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. There are so many discussions which can be made, and there are so many topics which can be covered. So I was confused from where to start actually, and in this one session what to discuss and what not to discuss. So I'm starting from somewhere and let's see how the things will go. So should I keep this session as a one way or should we keep it interactive? Should I raise some questions? Yeah? Okay? Let's see. Yeah, so other ladies are coming as well. Please come forward. Please on my right hand side. The chairs are there. And if you feel a bit uncomfortable, you can remove the chairs and take the chairs on the other side. Yeah? Please. Let's start from here. There is a hadith, not the hadith, there is a ziyarat in Sardab-e-Muqaddas. When you go to the Sardab, so we recite the ziyarat of Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, in which we recite Al-Muntaha ilayhi Mawarithul Anbiya. In English the translation is there. In Urdu we say कि जिनके ऊपर तमाम अंबिया की इनहेरिटेंस मीरास जाकर इख्तिताम पर पहुंचती है. That Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, he is the one, he is having the inheritance of all the anbiya. وَلَدَيْهِ مَوْجُودٌ آثَارُ الْأَصْفِيَةِ, and with whom the traces of the purified ones remain. So if I say the ring of Solomon and the staff of Musa and the Jalalat of Hazrat Musa and the Husn of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi wasalam, he carries everything. Now there is a discussion here that why he is carrying all the asar, all the traces of the purified ones. Is there anyone who can tell me what is the reason that Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, he will be having all the inheritance of Anbiya and all the athar of the purified ones? Why? What is the reason? Think about this. Who is the enemy? Enemy of Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif is Shaitan. So Shaitan at the time of Baba Adam and Shaitan today will be of different level. The level is not the same. If Shaitan has gone to the next level, so what about Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif? He should be coming with all the asar, with all the miracles, with all the proofs of Anbiya. Because Shaitan, he has progressed as well. So that's the reason actually some ulama, they describe. There is one hadith. This hadith is called Hadith of Lawh Fatima, Salamullah alayha. These hadith of Lawh Fatima, so I have written, one of the companions of Imam alayhi salatu wasalam is Abu Basir, student of Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam. He discusses about this hadith, about the hadith which I am going to discuss now. Yeah? Come in front. Yeah? Come. You are sitting, inshallah ta'ala, no discussion. Yeah? Discussion will be from my part then. Yeah? Yeah, good boys, mashallah. Okay. One of the companions of Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam, Abu Basir, he tells Abdul Rahman ibn Salim about this hadith. He says, لَوْ لَمْ تَصْمَعْ فِي دَهْرَكَ إِلَّا هَذَا الْحَدِيثِ لَكَفَاكَ. If you have not heard anything else in your life except this hadith is sufficient. If you have heard this hadith. And then he continues and says, فَصُنْهُ إِلَّا عَنْ أَهْلِهِ. That do not share this hadith except those who are worthy of it. This hadith. So Imam Abu Abdullah alayhi salatu wasalam said that Abu Abdullah, Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam says that my father said to Jabir ibn Abdullah Ansari, means Imam Baqir alayhi salatu wasalam, I have a request to ask of you, when would it be convenient for you so that I may meet you in private and ask you about it? Who is requesting? Imam is requesting, the fifth Imam is requesting Jabir ibn Abdullah Ansari that, is it possible for me to meet with you? Jabir replied, whenever you wish, Imam. Jab aapka dil chahe, main mulaqat karne ke liye tayyar hu. So they met in private one day, and my father said to him, O Jabir, inform me about the tablet, about that Lawh-e-Fatima that you saw in the hands of my mother Fatima, the daughter of the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What did my mother inform you was written on it? What was written on that? And then he says that Jabir, by Allah, I testify that I entered upon your mother Fatima salamullah alaiha during the lifetime of the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I congratulated her on the birth of Imam Hussein. I saw in her hands a green tablet that I assumed was made of emerald, zumurrud, and on it was a white script as bright as the sun. I said to her, may my father and mother be sacrificed for you. O daughter of Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what is this tablet? So what is this law which is this there in your hand? She said, this is a tablet that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gifted to his messenger. It contains my father's name, my husband's name, and the names of my two sons, and the names of the successors from my progeny. And my father gifted it to me to bring glad tidings. So this is Lawh-e-Fatima. There is a whole big hadith. I want to bring part of that hadith for Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraj Sharif. Jabir continued, then my mother Fatima gave it to me and I read it and copied its contents. I copied all the contents which was written on that Lawh-e-Fatima, on the tablet of Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha. My father then said, Imam Baqir alayhi salatu wasalam said to Jabir, O Jabir, would you be willing to show it to me? That the contents you copied, can you please show that contents to me? Jabir agreed, and so my father walked with him to his home, and then he brought, and when Imam Baqir ﷺ saw the tablet, he testified that, Wallahi, this is the same thing which was written in the tablet of Hazrat Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha. Now, this is Hadith Qudsi, directly from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which was given to Rasulullah, and Rasulullah gave it to Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha. That was written for Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraj Sharif. Part of that, at the end of that hadith, this is written, وَأُكْمِلَ ذَلِكَ بِبْنِ. Now the name was written, Mim, Ha, Mim, Dal, in the Ghaibat of Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraj Sharif, that it is disapproved to bring his name. That, and I shall complete this divine chain with his son, Rahmatan lil Alameen, as a mercy to the world, alayhi kamalu Musa wa baha'u Isa wa sabru Ayyub. In him is the perfection of Musa, the splendor of Jesus, and the patience of Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam. And the hadith continues, and it says that in his time my friends will be oppressed, their heads will be presented as gifts, like those of the Turks and the Delamites. And the honor of Shia, it is mentioned in that hadith, what will the maqam of the believers of Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraj Sharif. Now this is Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wassalam. Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wassalam says, لَوْ أَدْرَكْتُهُ لَخَدَمْتُهُ أَيَّامَ حَيَاتِي. That if I had perceived the error of Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wassalam, ये मेरा honor होता, it would have been my honor to become the khadim of Imam Zaman ajallallahu ta'ala faraju sharif for my entire life. Who is saying? Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam. When in front of Imam Rida alayhi salatu wasalam name was mentioned, he stands up and puts his head, a hand on his head. Yeah, and that is mustahab actually. When the name Qaim is mentioned, a person should stand up. This is Imam Zaman ajallallahu ta'ala faraju sharif. The question comes here, what is my responsibility towards Imam Zaman ajallallahu ta'ala faraju sharif? What is my responsibility? What should I do? Ji. Yeah? Dua Ahad. We should recite Dua Ahad. This is one thing. Okay, Ziyarat Ali Yasin, Dua Ahad. Okay, this is recommended. What should I do for Imam Zaman? Sadaqah should be given. Excellent. What else? Pray 2 rakat for Imam Zaman. What else? For his safety. Excellent. What else? Now let me give an example. My example is, for example, my father, he is living in a different city or in a different country. And I'm always requesting, Baba, when will you come to Dar es Salaam? Please come and visit. Please come and stay with me. I want to see you. And the father says that, okay, I will come to Dar es Salaam, but there is a reason behind this. The reason for coming to Dar es Salaam is I want to open a university. For that reason, I will come to Dar es Salaam. So when I heard that, oh, that's the reason that my father will come. So I went to my house, I started changing the curtains of my house and changing the furniture, everything. And then I called my father, Baba, everything is ready. Come. He says, really? Everything is ready. What did you do? Baba, I have changed the curtains of my house. Furniture is changed. Everything is new. What should be the reply of my father?
I don't know.
You don't know. You understood or not? No? What should be the reply? My father will say, Baba, either you are ignorant or you feel I'm ignorant. I'm telling you again and again, reason for me to come to Dar is to open the university. Have you visited a place to find out okay, where I can build, and you have visited someone? No, father. But I am ready. I am prepared. You come. So he'll say, Baba, you're not ready. You're just claiming. The question comes here. What is the purpose of Imam Zaman to come to this world? That's a big question. Sab Shanti Hogi. Where is the... Wait. So, yeah. Ji?
We must try to be good people and try to make ourselves and our friends good and continue the goodness to
The goodness, you should, okay, we should become good people and try that the community should become better as well.
We must try to make center for Imam Zaman with good idea, good hobby, good
Excellent.
and good prayers, same he wants.
Excellent, excellent. We have one hadith, and this hadith is so mutawatir from Shia and Sunni sources. This hadith is there, and the purpose is mentioned as well. The purpose is mentioned that for what reason Imam will come. يَمْلَأُ الْأَرْضَ قِسْطًا وَعَدْلًا كَمَا مُلِئَتْ ظُلْمًا وَجَوْرًا. That is the purpose of Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wasalam to come to this world. That is the purpose. Yamla. Yamla is he will fill al-ard, the earth, Qistan wa adla, with justice. Kama, as like muliat, it was filled with oppression and tyranny. Khalas. Simple. So that is what Imam is going to do. Adl and Qist. He's going to spread this. What have I done to spread justice on this planet Earth? What did I do? So whatever the answers which I heard, this is the individualistic approach. I am doing. What did I do when it comes to the community, when it comes to the transformation of the whole planet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, earth? This transformation is required. If my hadaf, the hadaf of Imam Zaman is so high, and I'm not doing anything, and I'm the one who is changing the furniture of the house, and I feel, Mawla, I'm ready. That is different. That is mushkil. Our problem, Samahani, our problem is this, that okay, there are two different levels, individual and community. Individual level, yes, we need to prepare. We need to prepare ourselves. But is it sufficient? No. Individual level, that okay, I am not doing guna, I'm taking out sadaqah, I'm reciting this dua, that dua. Better than me, people were there. Allama Bahrul Ulum, Sheikh Tusi, Sayyid Mohsen Tabatabai, Ayatullah Bahja, these people were there. But the zuhur didn't happen. Zuhur needs the whole community should be transformed. I have to start from somewhere. If I start from somewhere, yeah, then I can say that I'm preparing for Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala for the Sharif. Now, he is the son of Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wasalam. Amirul Mu'mineen, whatever he did, he is going to continue the legacy of Amirul Mu'mineen. What Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wasalam says? Kuna, tell me. So this is the wasiyat of Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wasalam to Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain. What is the wasiyat? Kuna, both of you become. This Imam alayhi salatu wasalam is expecting from Imam Hassan, Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam. You should become like that. Liz zalime. For the oppressors, against the oppressors. Khasma is enemy. You should become the enemy of the oppressors. Walil mazlume, and you become the for the oppressed people. Auna is helper. Okay, now coming to this. So you become the enemy. Did Imam alayhi salatu wasalam say that when it comes to zalim, you become quiet, don't say anything? There is no need to say anything. Be quiet. That's what sometimes we do. When it comes to zalim, we are not challenging zalim at all. We are not speaking at all. And that's what the legacy of Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wassalam, Imam Zaman is going to follow the legacy of Amirul Mu'mineen. That what Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain followed, I am the one who's going to follow this. and I want to become the follower of Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wasalam, and I am not challenging any zalim at all. What do? I'm quiet. Sorry, if I am quiet, you don't have this choice. Either you are with zalim, or you're not with zalim. Either you are with mazloom, or you are with zalim. There is no middle way. You cannot say, I'm neutral here. You cannot be neutral here. Imam says, either you are with zalim, or you are with mazloom. Furthermore, if you see the riwayat alif lam, this alif lam, what does it mean? It represents generality. If you say wal asr innal insana lafi khud, al insan, what does it mean? If al insan is there, all the human beings, they are in loss, khasara. What does it mean? Whoever the mazloom is, whoever the mazloom and whoever the zalim is, whoever the zalim, if they have done zulm to you or to someone else, it doesn't matter. Or if he is doing zulm on a Muslim or a non, it doesn't matter. Have you challenged that zalim or not? If you have not challenged, samahani, you're not preparing for Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wassalam. You're not preparing. Yes? How to challenge? We'll come to that. We'll come to that. How to challenge the zalim? I'll come to that. Furthermore, zalim is alive or zalim is dead. It doesn't matter. So in our majalis, we speak against Yazid. We speak against Baba, they are dead. Who is the zalim of the time? Yeah, Yazid of the time. You will say, Maulana, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sunnat is this. He has brought the names of Fir'aun and Namrud and all this in Quran. They are dead as well. Maybe the reason is this, that Allah is saying, I have mentioned the names of Fir'aun. Now it is your duty to find out the Fir'aun of your time. If the Fir'aun of your time is there, Samarri is there, so there is a need of Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. Where is the Musa? Is there any Musa who will stand up and stand against these oppressors? This is what Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wassalam is going to do. When it comes to against the zalim, you say, I'm busy in my life, and let all the things are happening. So we should say that, Mawla, your path is different, my path is different. This is one thing that I've started from here. Recite Salawat al Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. Salli ala Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. So responsibilities towards Imam Mahdi ajjalallahu ta'ala faraj sharif, it can be individual and it can be collective. Individual responsibilities, as you said, the responsibilities can be reciting dua, giving sadaqah, all the mustahab acts we can do on behalf of Imam Zaman. Amazing thing. If a person is not prepared individually, he won't be able to do a job in a collective manner. Won't be able to do that. आपको खुद को prepare होना होगा. पाकीज़गी कल्ब चाहिए. That is the first condition, but it is not sufficient. Now the question came, what should I do? What should I do? I'm coming to this. One of the other hadiths from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Afdalul ibadah intidharul faraj. Very famous hadith. That the best act of worship is waiting for relief. That I should wait for Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wassalam. And when the discussion comes, okay, what sort of intizar should be there? It should be active or passive. Why? From this hadith you bring. Excellent. Excellent. So my question is, okay, that from this hadith you bring the answer that the intizar should be active, not passive. Simple. Ibadah, in ibadah, are you supposed to do something or not to do something? You're supposed to do something. And this is afdalul ibadah, the best of the worships. And when it comes to Imam Zaman والسلام, I feel, Mawla, you come and you do everything. I'm not doing anything. It's not going to happen, sorry. The best of the ibadah is that I have to do. Furthermore, afdalul a'mal, precisely it is mentioned, it is amal, it is action. You have to do something. Afdalul amal ummati intidarul faraj. And then there is a hadith which says, Mathalul imam, mathalul kaaba, iz tu'ta wala ta'ati. You remember this hadith when, so this hadith is from Fatima Zahra, salamullah alayha. She was sitting after the death of Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. She was sitting in the graveyard. A person comes and he says and addresses Fatima Zahra salamullah, and he says that, Ya Fatima Zahra, that why Rasulullah didn't proclaim the wilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam, so that we should know, okay, that what happened. Fatima Zahra salamullah says that, were you not there in Ghadir Khum? Yeah, ऐलान किया था, सबको बताया था. So then he continues and says, then if this is the case, that why Ali is not standing for his haqq? She said this thing, Mathalul Imam, Mathalul Kaaba, that the example and similitude of an Imam is like Kaaba. For Hajj, Kaaba comes to you or you have to go to Kaaba? Imam is like this. If Imam is like this, then the zuhur of Imam is like that. I have to go towards the zuhur of Imam. Zuhur of Imam will not come to me. I have to prepare, I have to do something. Otherwise, years will pass and pass. We have riwayat actually, that Allah can extend the zuhur of Imam until the day of judgment, that one day is remaining. Only one day is remaining. And all the signs of the reappearance of Imam Zaman والسلام, will be shown just one day before. What does it mean? So there is a possibility, because of our laziness, Allah can delay the zuhur up to Qiyamah, up till the day of judgment, because we are not prepared for that. It is quite possible. Yeah. And Allahumma kulli waliyik, every day we recite this dua, and it is written, Hatta tuskinahu ardaka taw'a, so that may Allah may settle him in land willingly. People are willingly accepting the zuhur of Imam. Not taw'an, not karhan. Karhan is forcefully. That's not the case. Imam's zuhur is dependent on our willingness. If we are ready, the zuhur is there. This example is for the kids. Yeah. So normally I give this example. This is for you. For example, you are playing here, and can you see the street light? While playing, you hit, Karmali, you hit the ball, and he's saying, Wala, so you. He's afraid what's going on. And if you hit and the street light is broken, you go to the municipality and says that Samahani, our kids actually, they have broken the street light. Can you please replace it with the new one? They will say, Dada, yeah, sorry. I don't know Swahili, by the way. So they will say, sorry, the budget is already very less, and your kids are breaking the street lights. Sorry, we can't. If after a lot of requests, they replace the street light with a new one. Again, what's your good name? Hassan. He becomes Messi. Yeah. Or Ronaldo. I don't know. No, none. Accident. So he goes and he hits and he breaks the light, street light again. And your mom goes to the municipality and says, can you please replace? Will they do this? They'll say,
They make us pay the people so they
Let us say, yeah, accident. Okay, if they replace this, the third day, you go and you become, mashallah, and you hit and you break the light. It happens again and again. What will happen? They will say, we are not going to replace the light. Let them become. No. Inko tamiz sikhaiye. They don't know actually how to respect this. Yeah, they should go and learn this. Ummat, one after another, they extinguished the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, all the noors were taken away. Sabko shaheed kiya. One nur was remaining. Allah took that nur away and said, you need to be ready actually. तुमको इस काबिल बनना होगा, मैं अपना नूर भेजूंगा. We need to be ready. There is no problem from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's an example. एक और discussion I can see Zainab is there and she has discussed these slides with her class and she's saying, Maulana, please go forward fastly. I'm going forward. A discussion comes here, need versus desperation. Need versus desperation. So what is the difference between these two? Need is if, for example, you are hungry. If cuckoo chips is not available, what will you eat? Huh? I don't know what sort of dish is this.
I know.
You know.
Pizza.
ક્યાં છે તારી મમ્મી ક્યાં છે? Yeah. So the replacement is there, substitute is there. That is called need. When there is a need, you can replace. But those, okay, there are some medicines, there is no substitute. And if you are in need of that, then that need becomes desperation. That need becomes desperation. Are we in need of Imam Zaman or are we desperate towards Imam Zaman? If you say, other than Imam Zaman, there are other solutions available, so then there's a need. And if you say there is no other solution, and that's what in Riwayat it says, the verse which you recite, Amma yujibul mudtarra iza da'ahu yakshifu su. If a person becomes mudtar, and in Riwayat it is mentioned, muztar is no one else, Imam Zaman ajalallahu ta'ala. If we become muztar and we say, Ya Imam, without you nothing can happen, I'm in need of you, Imam will come. The problem is this, my life is going, everything is going, सब चल रहा है और मैं कह रहा हूँ कि इमाम आपकी ज़रूरत नहीं है. इसकी एग्जाम्पल यहाँ से देते हैं. Knowledge of the Imam and the desperation of the Imam. Another discussion comes here that Maulana, what should I do? Should I have the knowledge of the Imam or the desperation of the Imam? Which one is more important? Which one is more important? Desperation. Why? Knowledge is not important? Yeah? If I know this, what is the formula of this? You're a teacher.
H2O.
H2O. And it can quench the thirst. And if the water is there, I'm not stretching my hand to quench my thirst. Why? I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate. मुझे प्यास नहीं लगी है. I know the knowledge of that water. It can quench the thirst. This is the formula of the water. Everything I know. The problem is, I'm not going towards water. The reason is this, I'm not desperate. If in the middle of the desert you are thirsty and someone tells you, on your right hand side, if you walk for 5 kilometers, maybe you will get water. What will you do? You will run towards that direction. There is desperation. Are we really desperate towards Imam Zaman or not? The days are passing. सुबह होती है और शाम होती है. मेरे मौला के बारे में याद करता हूँ या नहीं करता हूँ? Do I really remember Imam Zaman or not? Yes. I'll move forward, and that's what the Holy Quran says in Surah An-Naml, وَجَحَدُوا بِهَا وَاسْتَيْقَنَتْهَا أَنفُسُهُمْ ظُلْمًا وَعُلُوًّا. And so those in the court of Fir'aun, people were there, they refused to bring Iman on Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, and they saw all the miracles, وَاسْتَيْقَنَتْهَا, and they had yaqeen on that, they had the ilm, but still وَجَحَدُوا, they denied. The problem is this, they felt we are not in need of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. What about the Musa of our time, Hazrat Imam Mahdi ajallallahu ta'ala faraj sharif? If I feel that I'm not in need of Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wasalam, I'll do the inkar. Okay, I'll just, yeah. Why don't I feel desperation for the Imam? मौलाना बताइए वजह क्या है? मेरे पास desperation है ही नहीं. I don't feel I'm in need of Imam. I'm desperate towards Imam. Why? What's the need? What's the reason actually? Is there anyone? Love of this world, that's one thing. What else? So the materialistic curtain is there. I'm so busy and I'm so occupied in this dunya, I don't feel that the spiritual connection as well. Excellent, excellent. I'll give an example. If a person is busy, and if he is occupied, he forgets. I can give one example. How much time do we spend on our mobile? What is the screen time? Mawlana, don't ask. Just don't ask. Yeah. So how much time do we give to the screens? It's a lot. So when we are sitting and watching, and the kids when they are watching football matches, and 1.5 or 2 hours passed away, and they do not blink their eye, when it comes to namaz, 5 minutes are difficult. So the thing is this, we are occupied. Hours and hours we are giving. Let me give an example. Come here. If a kid is a big boy, for example, a boy of 3 years or 2 years, if he is with his dad and they are walking somewhere, and they have gone to the mall or they are in a different city and they have lost their path, but the kid doesn't know, will he cry or not? Will he cry or not? No. Why? Because I'm holding his hand. This is one thing. Second thing is this. He is busy actually. Sometimes the video game, or sometimes I have given him mobile. Don't play, huh? I know your mother is. He is busy on his mobile, and I'm roaming here and there, and he hits me. He will not realize why. As soon as he realizes the battery is over, and he sees here and there, kahan che mama, papa kahan che? Whatever I give, khamosh hoga nahi hoga. Now let me bring this example. Ahsant. Let me say that my hand is in the hand of Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wassalam. Is this the case? Answer is no. If this is the case, then there is no ghaibat. या मेरा हाथ इमाम ज़मान के हाथ में नहीं है, ग़ैबत तो यही है. If this is the case, why don't I remember? I don't have desperation towards Imam Zaman. I'm occupied with a lot of things. In this dunya, I'm occupied. And as soon as I realize my Imam is not there, whatever you give me, no, मैं राज़ी नहीं हूँगा. I'll say, where is my Imam? We need to realize how many things are we occupied with. Okay, who is in ghaiba, by the way? Am I in ghaiba? Or Imam Zaman is in ghaiba? Imam Zaman is in ghaiba? Really? Who is in ghaiba? We are in ghaiba, not Imam. Imam is on the path of Sirat al-Mustaqim. He is waiting for us. Where are you? You have lost the path. I'm still there. I'm waiting for you. You have gone to ghaiba, not my Imam. So I gave the example. So some of the things, as I said, what should we do actually? Yeah. So there are some things that reciting dua and this, the feeling of the pain of Imam alayhi salatu wassalam. And then dua nudba we recite is Azizun alayya an aral khalqa wa la tura. Urdu mein baat karoon, English mein, in English the translation is there. Sakht hai mere liye Mawla, मैं तमाम मखलूक़ात को देखूं लेकिन आपको ना देखूं मैं. वला अस्मअु लका हसीसन वला नजवा, और मैं आपकी विस्पर को भी सुन नहीं सकता, नजवा को नहीं सुन सकता. I can't hear you मौला. अज़ीज़ुन अलैया अन अबकियका व यग़्ज़ुलुकल वरा. It is painful for me to weep over you while the people abandon you. People have left you. So that's the desperation I should have towards Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wassalam. One of the things that what is my duty, what I'm supposed to do, I'll bring 2 books as a reference. Go and read these books if you get some time. This book is Mikyal al-Makarim fi Fawaid ad-Du'a lil-Qa'im. Sayyid Muhammad Taqi Musavi Isfahani. So he has written this book. It's a 2-volume book. So he says that I saw Imam Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraju Sharif in my dream. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa alihi. And he told me that write this book in Arabic, and he named this book actually. That Mikyal al-Makarim fi Fawaid ad-Du'a lil-Alim, lil-Qa'im. He said that when I woke up, I was occupied. I was not able to write this book. He says then I went to Makkah in 1330 Hijrah to perform Hajj or Umrah, and there was a plaque there. I felt that I will die here, and I did dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, if you save me from this plague and I go back to my family members, so what Imam Zamana gave me the instruction to write that book, I will write that book. And he goes back and then he writes this book. Amazing book. I would have shown this. It's available on alislam.org. You can see. So this is the book. There is another book. So in that book actually, so there are different discussions. So duties of people towards Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraj Sharif, he has mentioned in the 2nd volume our 80 duties towards Imam Zaman. 80 duties, what I'm supposed to do. So we should go and read this book. Another book is Kamaluddin wa Tamamun Ni'ma. No one else but Sheikh Saduq wrote that book. Famous personality of Shias. So Sheikh Saduq, he wrote that book. He says that I myself, he saw that again in his dream. He says that I saw in my dream that I am in Makkah near the Hajar Aswad and inside the Kaaba. And I was feeling distressed and sorrowful. Suddenly he says that I saw Imam Zaman in my dream, and he is telling me that write a book on Ghaiba. And Sheikh Saduq says, Mawla, I have written a book on Ghaiba. He says, no, in a different way. So you should mention the Ghaiba of Anbiya alayhi salatu wassalam. So in this book, that the Ghaibat of the past Anbiya, it is mentioned. So he says that I wrote that book. Okay. Oh, sorry. So where these other slides have gone? Wait for a while. The other slides are. Okay. Other slides I have not mentioned here. Besides salawat, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa farajam. Okay. Going here. So the books which are written, I couldn't prepare all the slides. Yeah. Individual responsibility, I said, we have to move towards that the collective responsibilities. Yeah. Coming to this. Yeah. This is the ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, this is the last verse of Surah Al Imran. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu isbiru wa sabiru wa rabitu wattaqullah la'allakum tuflihun. There are 3 responsibilities and duties of believers, amanu, those who have brought iman. Number 1, isbiru. Isbiru is do sabr, to be patient. And in riwayat it is mentioned that individual patience in terms of hardships, in terms of doing ibadat, trials and tribulations. So isbiru is regarding individual trials and tribulations. When it comes to sabiru, refers to the perseverance against the enemy. Against the enemy you should be steadfast. Do sabr. And when it comes to rabitu, Rabitu means, in riwayat it is mentioned, Rabitu imamakumul muntaga. That and remain vigilant concerning your imam, the one you are waiting. So this is the ayah. So it's a collective responsibility. It's not the case that on individual level I'll be able to prepare for my imam. Now the question comes, as Bai was asking, what should I do in this case? As you mentioned, Maulana, that against zalim I should stand. The thing is this, in this particular country, if I say, in Dar es Salaam or in Tanzania, what am I supposed to do? At least I should propagate the message of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. There are so many people, they are doing this. Samahani, sometimes I use some harsh words. It's for me first. So my religion should not be confined with my pulao and biryani of my Imam Barga, sorry. I need to see and keep an eye on others as well. What did I do for my African brothers and sisters? If Imam Zaman is going to come, so are people there from Dar es Salaam or from Tanzania? So those who are working actually, so I should be there, I should be standing, I should be helping. On the day of judgment, wallahi, these people will stand up and they will not leave me and they will ask me that you knew who were Ahlul Bayt, you didn't introduce Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam to us. And that's how collectively we will work together. But if I feel that, okay, I'm offering my salah, I'm following my religion, it's a good thing which we are supposed to do, but that is not sufficient for the zuhur of Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraj Sharif. That's what, there is a letter to Sheikh Mufid. Imam Zaman wrote that letter, وَلَوْ أَنَّ أَشْيَاعَنَا وَفَّقَهُمُ اللَّهُ لِطَاعَتِهِ عَلَى اجْتِمَاعٍ مِنَ الْقُلُوبِ. If the hearts are gathered, Imam Zaman says that if our followers, may Allah guide them to the obedience, will unite their hearts in keeping the promises with us. If you are together, so there will not be any delay in my zuhur. So you should be together. So we are supposed to build the community. I'll go forward. Now, coming to this, in the Holy Quran, this is mentioned in Surah Yasin, we recite this. And the kids will be reciting after me. Alam ahad. Ilaykum ya bani Adam Allah ta'budu shaitan innahu lakum aduwwum mubin wa ani'buduni hadha siratum mustaqim. That Allah says, did I not take a covenant from you? I took covenant, I took ahad from you that you should not follow shaitan. Innahu lakum aduwwum mubin wa ani'buduni, and you should follow my path. Hadha siratu mustaqim. So this is there is a path, and the covenant has been taken from us. What is that covenant? Imam alayhi salatu wasalam describes this, the covenant of Tawheed, and it goes to wilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Imam Ridha alayhi salatu wasalam, somebody asked, Fitrat Allah allati fatara an-nasa alayha, that all of us, we are created on the fitrat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Somebody asked, Ya Imam, is fitrat se kya murad hai? What is the meaning of this fitrat? Imam said, this fitrat is nothing but fitrat of wa ana min shurutiha. And he says that, he continues and says that this fitrat is nothing else that ana min shurutiha, that is the wilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib. And in one of the riwayat he says that the kalima of Tawheed is La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah Aliyun Waliyullah. And he says Ha ilaha huna at-Tawheed. And this is the Tawheed where the Tawheed ends, that the wilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wassalam. I'll go very fast. Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wassalam, he discusses about this covenant which was taken from all of us. You will say Maulana, but I don't remember. What sort of covenant? That was Alim Azhar. That was Alim Azhar. We were taken, the covenant was taken from us. But maybe many of us, we don't remember. But it doesn't matter if we do not remember, it didn't happen. I can give one example. We were there in the wombs of our mother. Did it happen or not? How many of us will remember that we were in the womb of the mother? We don't remember. Not remembering is not the reason that we were not there in that world. So there was one world that is called that Alam Azhar, and the covenant was taken. What was that covenant? Imam says, كان الميثاق ماخوذا عليهم لله بالربوبية وللرسول بالنبوة ولأمير المؤمنين ولأئمة بالإمامة. Allah की तौहीद, नबी की रिसालत और आइम्मा अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम की विलायत के बारे में ये हमसे कोवेनेंट वादा लिया गया है. that you will follow this. And one of the reasons Yawm Ghadir, the day of Ghadir, is called Yawmul Ahd wal Mawhud. Okay, Imam says, Wasmuhu fi samai Yawmul Ahd al Mawhud. That in the skies, this day is called Yawm Ahd wal Mawhud. Okay, we are supposed to do. Last hadith, and I'll finish this. What I'm supposed to do. So, recite Salawat Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. In the Sardab, so we read this actually. So every day in Dua Ahad, so what do? Do we recite the Ahad covenant, or do we renew the covenant with Imam Zaman? So what are the words actually of Dua Ahad? Yes. Ujaddid lahu fi sabihati yawm. Ujaddid means tajdeed ahad. I am renewing my ahad. So the ahad is already taken. In riwayat or in ziyarat of Sardab, it is mentioned what was the ahad. Amongst all the ahad, one of the ahad was wa huwa ahdi ilayka. Ay Mawla, mera ahad hai aapke saath. Wa misaki ladayka, mera covenant aapke saath. Fa afdulu nafsi wa mali. Ay Mawla, मैं अपना तमाम का तमाम जान को आपके लिए हवाले करता हूँ. मेरा माल आपके हवाले है, वुल्दी मेरी औलाद आपके हवाले है, ahli मेरे फैमिली मेम्बर्स आपके हवाले है. व जमी अमा खव्वल रब्बी बैन यदैक. Whatever I'm having, it is for you, Imam Zaman. Everything. So I'm concluding this discussion. The discussion started, okay, what is my responsibility? So there are some individualistic responsibilities that I should prepare myself. But is it sufficient? The answer is, it is not sufficient. On collective level, we need to prepare. What is this? Kuna lidh-dhalime khasma walil mazlume auna. Qist or adl, isko humne prevail karna hai societies and communities ke andar. This is one thing on collective level, that the hearts should be prepared. At least the message of Imam Zaman Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam should reach to those who don't know about this. This is one thing. Number two, that knowing Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wasalam is not sufficient. I should have desperation. Why the desperation is not there? Because many a times I am occupied in my own life and my own world. This, ये occupation जो है, occupied जो है, इसको निकालना होगा. Imam के साथ connect करना होगा. And the third and the last thing is that there is ahad, that we have covenant. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discusses in the Holy Quran, and this is nothing else, that Mawla जो कुछ है सब आपके लिए है. अगर ये है या नहीं है, ये आप और मैं खुद सवाल करें. आखिरी बात आपकी ज़हमत तमाम की. If there is marathon race, for example, so we are in the month of February. So for example, in June there is a marathon race. You are supposed to run for 20 miles. 20 miles के लिए आपको रन करना है. और आप जो है यहाँ पर बैठ के जो है कुकू चिप्स खा रही हैं, and you are not going for a walk, you are not doing anything, and you are not running, you are not preparing for 20 miles marathon, and you feel that I will come first on that day. Will it happen? This will not happen. What am I supposed to do? Be fit. I start running, isn't it? So my claim is, Imam, you come, I am with you, all the zalim. We will kill all the zalim, all the oppressors. I'm standing with you. We will kill and we will help the oppressed people. Baba, I have not actually stood against even a single oppressor. किसी को मैंने बोला भी कुछ भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं किया मैंने. That's not possible. So जो मैं बातें कर रहा हूँ, ये सिर्फ बातें हैं. इसमें हकीकत कुछ रियलिटी की जानिब आना होगा. मजलूम के लिए कुछ करना होगा. सबसे पहले मजलूम तो मैं खुद हूँ. मैं सबसे पहले खुद के लिए कुछ काम करूँ, और फिर उसके बाद इमाम की जो है कौस के लिए. अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू.